Welcome to the Crowley Foundation's 2024 Boys2MEN Leadership Summit podcast. Woo! Oh, for applause. I am Jayana Crowley. I am the media director for the Crowley Foundation, and I am your host this evening. I am joined by Kenneth Crowley II, our program director, and also Jasiri Grimes, one of our mentors. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, super excited to have a nice conversation with y'all. How y'all feeling?
Feeling good. It was just really day zero.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody checked in today. So we had a few hours to get things going and situated, lay some groundwork before we get into the week. So I'm feeling good. Today felt really dope.
Yeah, good.
Wait on our OKC boys to get here right now. They'll be landing any minute. So we're chilling.
Good deal. How you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. Like KC said, it's a chill day.
Yeah.
You know, get into it for real tomorrow.
That's when all the action's going to happen for real?
Yeah.
All the action is definitely taking place tomorrow and the rest of the week. We got a packed week.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's good. Well, what are you most looking forward to this year?
I'm excited for these excursions. So in the past, we've done college tours for our young kings looking for higher education. Mm-hmm. This year, we're a little bit more career focused, helping build that classroom to career pipeline. So we'll be working with Key Bank here in Colorado. Excited for that, as well as the Montbello Organizing Committee. So those excursions are very promising. And like I said, it just paints a new trajectory for our organization and, the partnerships that we have and the exposure we can give our young men.
Nice. That is awesome. That sounds really cool. Yeah, I'm excited for that too. That Key Bank and the Montbello housing. I think that those are going to be really cool. So definitely good to expose them to that. Jasiri, what are you looking forward to this year?
I'm just excited for everything, really. It's like I'm excited for the excursions. Like AC was saying, usually we go on like college tours and things of that nature. But this year we're going to Key Bank and then also to the Montbello organization. And so I'm just excited to essentially venture out and try some of those new opportunities and fields.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. One thing I think that's really cool this year too is that we're going to use like classrooms. We're going to have some classroom settings.
Is a vibe.
I think that that's really going to bring like a different energy and a different feel.
No, facts.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I am really happy that we're able to utilize the same space that we did as last year. I think that this hotel sets off a really good vibe. And I think that it's like it's really welcoming. Like it kind of feels like we belong here. Like this is where we should be doing it. It kind of feels like conference-y, and so I like it. But yeah, I'm really excited for that classroom vibe that we're going to be able to get this year.
That was important because these conference rooms get really dark after 2 or 3 days in them, right?
Yeah.
We're seeing, a lot of brain work. Imagine taking an 8-hour test in these conference rooms. There's no windows, no sunlight. And that was really important for us just coming off of last year. So, let's get into a facility that has some good light, let in that God light, that God energy. Just help us with our creative juices, man, and help get the best product out. So we'll be shooting over to a school to host all of our classes and workshops this week. So that is going to be dope and different.
Yeah, that is for sure. So how would you say that you guys have prepared differently for this year's summit versus previous summits in the past?
This year's summit was definitely more intentional with how we pick people. Like we had our whole application and then interview process, which we have not done before when it comes to the interviews. And so definitely took a lot of time, a lot of hours going through interviewing the variety of young men who applied. And you'll be able to see throughout the week, it's not a lot of folks who made it, but it was very intentional with what we did, the picks we chose and all that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll have to piggyback on that. The interview process is what was different. We are a leadership program, and it's important to us to have young leaders in this space and not just, young kings who want to just, get away and hang out with the bros. We're really being productive in these spaces, challenging, the norms, questioning, how we grew up, observing ourselves, doing some good self-reflection. And, you have to have the right pieces in place for that, productivity to kind of grow the way that it ought to and for it to produce the impact that we need. So it was intentional, like Jasiri said, to host those interviews so we can kind of get a feeler for who's interested, in this content because, we don't want it to fall on deaf ears. We want it to be applicable, right? We want them to be able to use this in whatever context in which they feel. So that piece is I feel the difference already, right?
Yeah.
This group of young men are all strong. They're all leaders. They all have something to say. So I feel really good about that.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely appreciate the intimacy that this year brings. Obviously, I was really excited about the application process too, because like you said, it's important to have this information not fall on deaf ears, right? Because I feel like there's always so much game that is given at these summits, and if you don't care about it, then it's like it's useless. You know what I mean? And so I think that so many years we've had, young men come who maybe really want to soak up some knowledge and soak up some game, but they're just not there yet, and they're just not ready for it yet, and they're just not open to necessarily receiving it. And so I am happy that we put them through an interview process and an application process where it's like it's really something that they had to go after, and it's like, do you really want this, and are you really committed to it? But yeah, it was just really good to see that, and like you said, you can tell the difference in them just being in that room. And so yeah, I'm really excited for them. I think that it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a really good it's gonna be a good week.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. The right information at the wrong time is useless.
Absolutely.
So we want to make sure that we get this information to these young kings at the right time. Most of them have graduated from high school, are in undergrad right now. Some of them have made the decision to not pursue higher education. We live in a different age today, where a college education is not necessarily mandatory to land a good job or to secure some wealth. Yeah. So our young kings recognize that, and we want to help nourish that.
What's the whole purpose behind the theme this year? I'm a businessman.
Beautiful. That's a great transition. Again, our young men are hungry. They recognize that college is not necessarily, the only pathway to success. And our young kids have identified, their career paths, their passions. A lot of them are involved in the arts. We have some entrepreneurs that are ready to, that have already started on their entrepreneurial journey. So we want to help meet them where we're at. Our curriculum is always relevant, right? Our curriculum always, it's always changing, right, to the times. And the businessman curriculum is just that. Looking at, like I said, the need and the interest of our young kings, it was perfect timing to be able to say, okay, you all are exposed to so many different ways to get money or attain wealth. Let's do it the right way, right? Yeah. Instagram and social media is so microwavable that you can almost think you can just kind of look up or make a reel or go viral in order to garner some level of success. But that's not necessarily true. So we want to educate them on, how to properly assess your relationship with your finances, how you can attain wealth, and how you can do good business and still maintain your integrity, right? Because it's not all about getting a dollar or having deep pockets, right? We want to maintain who we are as men. Yeah. At the same time, and still do good business. So that's what this curriculum is about. That's what this workshop is about. And I'm excited for the young kings to put together their business plan. Yeah. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. How do you feel about I'm a Businessman, Jasiri?
I'm definitely excited. I feel like the theme in itself, it's just presenting yourself as the business. Yeah. Like, your talents can be used to make money. Like me, myself, I feel like I've been an entrepreneur my entire life. I've used my talents and pushed them out into the world to make myself money, to continue to succeed just based on what I can do within myself. And so I'm excited for these young men to be able to get that opportunity and realize within themselves that they are the business. They have it within themselves to go out into the world and create wealth for themselves, create longevity of wealth for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because, the tools are there. And like you were saying about social media and even, TikTok, you can literally get on there and people are like, okay, here's how you do this. Here's how you do that. And, start you an LLC and then go get a line of business credit. You're going to get $20,000 and you know what I mean? And kids being young are seeing that and they're just like, okay, boom, I can just do that, you know? And so there is a lot of things that that are being fed to them. There's a lot of messages that are being fed to them and these ideas of just how to, make money and how to create wealth and, other opportunities for them as they age and grow in their life after high school. So I do think that it's really good that we have this theme this year. I'm a businessman, and shout out to Jay-Z. If you see this, You know, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Yeah, man. You know, I don't think it's trademarked. So
shout out to Hov, man. Shout out to Hov. We love all of our culture shifters. Shout out to the culture shifters. We are culture shifters ourselves. So.
Yes, for sure, 100%. Well, awesome. Well, do you guys have any last thoughts or final thoughts or anything that you guys want to share?
Y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We here to stay. More content to come. Very excited. Shout out to Jay for hosting. Shout out to XG. Yeah, behind the camera, holding it down. Shout out to all the bros, man, and all the family. We love y'all. And we continue. We hope to continue to grow this family, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm excited. Make sure y'all tune in, and greatness is always coming.
Yes, period. Look, and not Casey doing my job, talking about like, comment, subscribe, because that was definitely a part of my little ending. But yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it, and we will catch you on the next episode.
Peace.